Okay guys, welcome to another ProBrick exclusive YouTube channel response video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel guys and press the bell. Like the video if you like it, and if you really do like it, share it so somebody else can get some of this beautiful information. Let's get into it guys.
Please don't come around me with yip yappers. I like snip snappers. Tell me to put on my clothes and come on. Not telling me what you gon' do. Please don't come around me with yip yappers. I like snip snappers. Tell me to put on my clothes and come on. Not telling me what you gon' do.
So there's a woman that wants a leader. That's what she wants. Subscribe to the channel guys, press the bell, like and share the video.
Oh, this one's going to ruffle some feathers, but I'm going to be completely honest.
So what I'd like to know, in this dating world for people like over 50, like, have men just kind of given up with the trying to date and the courting and all that?
The short and sweet answer to your question is yes. Yes, they have. They've given up. They're done. They're walking away.
Is it so bad out there, like, that you guys have just given up?
Now, bad doesn't even begin to cover it. Toxic, we could start with that.
Because, like, everybody I talk to says they go out on a date, and if the guy's buying dinner, then by the end of the night, he's saying, well, like, if I buy dinner, then I expect to have sex.
And there it is. Everybody you talk to. My gut feeling is, and I think it's obvious, everybody means women. Not men, women. And you're making assumptions based on what women are telling other women men are thinking, instead of listening to men.
First of all, as if, motherfuckers, like, that ain't happening.
And there's that toxicity I mentioned earlier. As if. Your assumption is that that's what all men are thinking and wanting. That's not the reality, but that's what you're working from. That's the premise. So why would any man, a good man, ever put himself in that position when the first response you're going to have is as if? Are there cads out there, guys, who would do that? Sure there are, but they are few and far between. But that doesn't matter. What matters is you're going to apply that label to every single man. And then, of course, there's the other side of it. There's women who try and sleep with men on the first date, but we don't talk about them. We label all men, but if you mention even one woman, it's but, it's not us. It's not fair to label all of us like that. It's a huge double standard. And speaking of double standards...
Okay, now if you put on your profile, I am not interested in a relationship, and if I buy you dinner, I would like to have sex at the end of the evening. Hey, good on you.
Seriously, you actually think guys would do that? Some guys might. Not the guys you want, or is it? Because the guys that would do that, they're the ones with the six-figure incomes, the six-pack abs, the six-inch you-know-what. And they do that because they can, because they know women will respond to that. The average decent guy, the ones you claim you want, the ones you reject out of hand because they don't fit the sixes, they're not going to post something like that because that's not their expectation.
Oh, I love puppies and picnics in the park, and then you take somebody to dinner and you pull that shit, well, you know what? You're just a dumbass.
And there's the final clue for you. You assume that all guys are like that, so therefore all men are dumbasses. Why would any man want to date someone who thinks that way? That would be pure insanity on his part. It's why men are walking away. They're done, not just over 50, but at any age.
Okay guys, subscribe, press the bell, like the video and share it. This next one's just a sticky beak if you ask me.
Okay, this question's for the guys. Seriously, all of us girls are always posting about how guys do us wrong and why we don't want relationships anymore, or how hard dating is, and so on. But what I want to know is, from you guys that have maybe changed up your dating scene, or how you feel about dating, or whatever, what was that moment that broke you in a relationship? Get on here and trash and bash, but what was that moment that literally made you think, I don't want to do this anymore? It's just not worth my time. Duet this and let me know. I'm actually curious.
They break men all the time and then they wonder why men don't want nothing to do with them. Let's see with this one.
Oh, Henry Cavill. I'm actually terrified to talk about this because the last time I did, I received the most vitriol that I'd ever received on this account from men and women, and I had to take a week mental health break. I used to love Henry because he's British and facially he was Stephanie's Edward Cullen and he is my Edward Cullen. This man's dating habits are distressing. When he was 32 years old, he dated a 19-year-old university student. Her name was Tara King. And if we can be mad at John Mayer for doing it to Taylor Swift, which we actually should be, why are we giving Henry Cavill a pass? A year before that, he dated a 21-year-old who was an animal hunter and she would post her kills online. Henry's apparently an animal rights activist. Everybody always likes to point out he's with an appropriately aged woman now. He is dating a 33-year-old Hollywood executive right now, but apparently a bunch of pictures resurfaced of her in 2008 in Namibia wearing blackface. So like even when he's trying to date appropriately aged women and not be creepy, it's still like horrible, horrible taste. And let's not forget what he said about how Me Too, #MeToo affected him. I think a woman should be wooed and chased, but maybe I'm old-fashioned. It's very difficult to do that if there are certain rules in place, because then it's like, well, I don't want to go up and talk to her because I'm going to be called an R word or something. So you're like, forget it. I'm going to call an ex-girlfriend instead and then just go back to a relationship, which never really worked. But it's way safer than casting myself into the fires of hell because I'm someone in the public eye, and if I go and flirt with someone, then who knows what's going to happen. He doth protest too much. Oh, Henry Cavill. I'm actually terrified to talk about.
She's obviously obsessed with Henry Cavill by the sound of it. Guys, subscribe, press the bell, like the video, and share it if you think the content's good.
You're dating a guy, and you found out, like he bought you, let's say $100 something for your birthday, and you find out his ex-girlfriend, he rented out a whole club, threw her a whole party, invited all of her friends. Yeah, and you would, how would you?
I would kick off, but in my head I would.
Yeah,
I would kick off.
Right. And at first, right, you would be excited for the $100 gift, and you would think, oh wow, this guy's so nice, until you found out about his ex, that he did all of that for her. That's the equivalent for guys. You're dating a guy, and you found out.
Did you know more and more men don't want relationships, guys? Subscribe to the channel, press the bell, like the video, and share it if you're enjoying the content. Where'd that one go? I had her there.
Secrets men really don't want their women to know. He doesn't want to hear about your guy friend who's so amazing and cool, because he knows that without even blinking, that guy would have sex with you. Easy. You think he's so sweet to remember dates, but he only does that because he's avoiding the shitstorm he would have to deal with for the rest of the 364 days. When he says that he would still love you if you got fat, maybe so. But what he doesn't tell you is that he cannot guarantee he would still feel attracted to you. When you leave the house and he says he will miss you, girl, as soon as you're gone, party begins. Video games, action movies, fast food, farting, and not to forget, he will watch porn as long as he can last.
Subscribe to the channel, boys. Ring the bell, like the video, and share it.
I want you to know this. Write this down. Do not forget this. A man will gladly take all of your time. He will text you. He will call you. He'll even hang out with you once a week. But just because he does that, it does not mean that he is committed to you. It does not mean that he wants commitment with you. Please, please know that. It doesn't mean he wants commitment with you. He will gladly do that until you have defined the relationship, until you both have clearly defined what you two are. You are just friends who kind of like each other. So the best thing you can do is say, hey, I know we've been hanging out a lot, and I'm curious to know, what are your intentions with me? And then pause, and hear what he has to say. All your answers to your burning questions will be right in the way that he answers that question. Like and follow for more.
Subscribe to the channel, guys. Press the bell, like the video, and share it for more of this amazing content.
Red flag number 2, that she is not girlfriend material. You notice you're in competition with a bunch of other dudes in her life already giving her attention. Exes, guy friends, work husbands. And a girl only does this sort of thing for 2 reasons. First is she is still hung up on her ex and she will be comparing the 2 of you throughout the entirety of your relationship. Or 2, she enjoys the attention of all these guys so much that she will never be satisfied with just your attention. Either way, steer clear of her because you being her boyfriend will never be enough for her no matter what you do.
Subscribe to the channel, boys. Press the bell, like the video, and share it. Get this for a sneaky move.
If a guy won't commit, do you let him know you're dating other people? No, you just start dating other people and you will be just very busy. He will then ask you to commit, okay? There you go. Yeah, I'll be doing everything backwards. You just say, okay, don't worry. I'm going to be late tonight. I got somewhere to be this weekend. I got to go there. I'm going to see you next week. Okay, that's all you got to do. You don't have to spell it out to him because he spelled it out to you. Get it? He don't want to commit. Why are you begging?
And we'll wrap it up here, guys. Subscribe, press the bell, like the video, share it, and let's see this.
Guys, favorite excuses for not giving you a relationship, part 2. 1. I'm just not ready. If you hear these words, then it's wrong, okay? Because if the guy really likes you, he'll figure out how to be ready. He'll make himself ready for you. 2, the timing isn't right. Means he doesn't have any space to fit you into his life at the moment. You want to be the priority, so don't waste your time if you hear those words. 3, I really like you, but I'm a bad guy and I don't want you to get hurt. Translation, he's not going to put any effort into that relationship from day 1, so don't even start if you hear those words. 4, if I stay with you, I'll fall in love with you. So if a man says this, feel free to throw up in his face because it's the worst excuse not to commit to someone. If a guy really thinks you're stupid enough to say, hey...
Stay tuned to ProBrick exclusive YouTube channel for more dark female response videos, and subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, and we'll see you on the next one.